Robert Spencer for making this event possible. I expect most of you to know who I am and what my message is. But all what you need to know is there are countless fatwa issued against my life in the Islamic world. That's all what you need to know in order to know who I am. I don't have a speech to say. I have few points I need to bring your attention to. I have only 20 minutes, so I'm going to speak as fast as I could, because if I speak slowly, you may not understand my English. In the last few months, we witnessed a few terrifying Islamic terror-related attacks. The military psychiatrist Nidal Hassan, who shot and killed 13 of his colleagues and patients. The Christmas Day Nigerian Muslim terrorist, who unsuccessfully attempted to explode a U.S. airplane and kill all passengers. The CIA Jordanian double agent physician who blew himself up, killing 8 CIA operatives. What do they all have in common? Jihad. Is this a word we dare not speak? Regrettable at this point, with the soft and cautious approach our current government adopts in the war against Islamic terrorism, it seems that Obama's administration is not yet prepared, and neither was the former President Bush, to reach the conclusion that Islam is not merely a religion, but an aggressive and dangerous political ideology which aspires to world domination. There are too many Muslims who are willing to accomplish this ideology through an active physical jihad. But there are even more who are eager to carry out a subtle yet fatal multiple methods in granting Islam a special standing in our society, slowly creeping Islamic Sharia into our liberal democratic system and ultimately Islamizing America, as happens in Europe. While hiding behind a facade of moderate Muslims, these astute jihadists have reinvented themselves as mainstream civil rights activists, despite their many past declarations of Islamic supremacy. They play a key role in formulating U.S. government guidelines for the war on terror. They deflect any responsibility for Islam's belligerent actions since Islam's inception to the present day. They attempt to silence the voices of those who question the worst aspects of Islamic law. The second point I would like to bring your attention to, in an address video to the U.S. Islamic World Forum in Doha, President Obama announced recently that he will appoint a special envoy to the organization of the Islamic Conference named Rashid Hussain. Mr. Obama described Mr. Rashid as a hafiz of the Quran. A hafiz is a person who has memorized the entire Quran word for word in the original Arabic. One would assume that as a well-versed in Islamic text, Mr. Hussain may well be familiar with the amount of aggressive surahs written in the Quran against the kafir, the non-Muslim. Additionally, According to Atlas Shrugged website, Mr. Hussein has been closely associated with the Muslim Brotherhood and had been speaking for their conferences for various times. So, the expected question ought to be raised. Doesn't President Obama recognize that Mr. Hussein's deep knowledge of Islam, on one hand, his profound devotion to Islam, on the other hand, and his association with a dubious organization such as the Muslim Brotherhood may be a source of concern for the United States?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it fair to ask if Mr. Hussein's loyalty lies first with the interest of the United States or with his devotion to Islam?